Hi there. Hey, is it okay if I have a seat?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it feels good to sit down. Yeah, I was in the area and actually I'm looking for a blueberry farm. Could you direct me into the direction of one here? There must be one close.
There is one close. This is the Latham Blueberry Farm.
This is a blueberry farm.
This is a blueberry farm.
Okay, wait, hold on a minute. You're getting a little ahead of me here. First of all, I'm Sheriff Stephen J., and you are?
I'm Doug Latham.
Doug Latham, it's great to meet you. Oh, Latham. Latham Blueberry Farm. Doug Latham. I get it. So you are the owner?
I am.
Oh, well, how many acres do you have here on this farm?
There's about 20 acres of blueberries here.
How long does it take you to harvest 20 acres of blueberries?
Well, it would take quite a long time if you harvested them by hand. But we harvest with a machine.
Well, let's go back. You said harvest by hand.
Yes.
So in the old days, you would just pick them.
Yeah, we just pick them. Put them.
So let's suppose you're going to pick the berries.
Yes.
How long would that take you to pick 20 acres of berries?
Well, you'd never be able to pick 20 acres of berries.
So what you're saying is they would start going bad before you can get them all.
Absolutely. Years ago, and even today, in very difficult, terrain with a lot of rocks and bushes and trees, they use a handheld rake.
A handheld rake?
That's correct.
How big was it, this little rake they had?
Well, they came in different sizes.
Really?
Yeah, they had small ones for children that were probably, 6 or 8 inches, and they had little fingers on them.
What, the children or the rake?
Well, both.
Okay.
and they had a handle on the top, and you would slide the rake into the bottom of the blueberry bush, and when you pulled back, the blueberries would come through and into the little hopper. And then when you got a full hopper, you would pour it into the container.
Wow.
And then the older you got, the bigger your rake.
Okay, so if you grew up on the farm, you kind of like your shoes, you get bigger, you get bigger shoes,
you got bigger
rakes.
Absolutely.
So you could actually, if you had an older sibling, you could get a hand-me-down rake.
That's probably correct.
Okay, well, hand-me-down clothes is one thing. I don't know, hand-me-down rake, I don't know if I could handle it.
But even then, it would take more than 1 or 2 people to rake 20 acres of blueberries.
So do you have a lot of people here helping you during the season?
We have. In years past, we've had a crew of between 12 and 20 people raking the fields.
And how long have you had these fields, or had the farm?
I've been here for 45 years.
Wait, you've had the blueberries here for 45 years?
I have been raking them for 45 years, but the blueberries have been here long before I've been here. They've been here for well over 100 years.
Well, you don't rake the blueberries now, do you? I mean, there must be more modern techniques.
There are, and what we're using now is a walk-behind raker. It's a mechanical raker.
Okay.
And you walk behind it, and the machine rakes the blueberries. The rake is on a drum, and the rake comes over like a hand.
Okay.
And scoops the berries, and as it comes past the belt, it dumps the berries onto the belt, and then the belt runs it up and dumps it into a box.
Really?
Yeah, and when the box is full, you take that box off and feed another box in.
So how much quicker does this machine raker work as opposed to when you rake them by hand?
A machine raker can rake as much as a crew of 10 can in a day.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, you save some money that way.
Well, that's true. You wouldn't have to pay your labor costs.
So the blueberries get cheaper, right?
Well,
well,
the price of the blueberries is affected by the quantity. So this quantity is 2 pounds.
Okay.
And so we sell this quantity for $3.
I see.
But if you buy 10 pounds, it's $15. So the price of the blueberry starts to go down. If you buy 25-pound box, it's now $30. So now the price of the blueberry, because you're buying more, you keep getting a better deal.
I get you. So right now, so next year, I mean, it could be a completely different price.
That's correct.
Everything changes, but
Oh,
you're
yeah.
just using an example. Like, it could be $2, could be $4,
Right.
and then you would get
Right.
your discount. Well, that's pretty interesting.
Right. We harvest between 50 and 75,000 pounds of blueberries.
Wow.
So there's no way we can sell them in this container by 2 pounds. There isn't enough time. The blueberry season's only 3 to 4 weeks long.
Really?
Yes. So we sell them wholesale. And the wholesaler buys tons of blueberries every day.
Wow.
So he gets a really good price.
I'm sure he does.
Yes.
So how long does it take you to harvest the fields? Well, raking them and,
Well, when the
20
blueberry
acres.
starts to get ripe,
Mhm.
we start to harvest. So the day that we start varies different from year to year depending on Mother Nature.
Right.
If it's been a good year, we'll usually start at the beginning of August and we're done by the end of August.
And how do you know they're ready to go?
Well, they turn blue. They start on the vine very green.
Okay, well, I guess that was kind of like one of those questions I'm not sure I should have asked. Well, I have seen blueberry fields in the past, and I've noticed they're red. The blueberries, they're being picked. This is time to
Right.
pick them, but they're red. Why are they red?
Well, the blueberry themselves aren't red. It's the leaves that turn red.
Oh.
So when the blueberry is ready for picking, the plant is actually green. And after they have been raked, and as time goes on, now we're going into September, like all the indigenous trees and everything, they start to turn color. Well,
I see.
The color of the blueberry leaf is a red. And when you rake it, you kind of stimulate that to happen. So
I see. So they're thinking it's fall or something. Oh, I no
Right.
longer have my berries. Oh, they must have dropped off. It must be fall coming up. And they
Fall's
change
coming
red.
up.
And I hear they're good for you.
They are very good for you. They, have a lot of antioxidants.
Yeah, I've heard that. I heard that.
And that's a good thing for fighting, diseases and cancer and
Make
things
it,
like that.
and they make it so your skin cells don't break down as quickly or something, and so it's good to
Right.
make you. I think I'll take 2 boxes.
Yeah.
The 25 pounders.
Okay, we
But-
can help you.
But you know what? Actually, I'm in the area because I do need some blueberries. How many blueberries do you think you need for pie?
One of these will make a pie. A quart will make a pie.
And that pie will be oozing with blueberries.
Oh yeah, and you can make blueberry jam, blueberry jelly. Some people take the blueberries and dehydrate them, take all the water out, and
Really?
make a blueberry raisin.
A blueberry raisin?
That's right.
I've never heard of a blueberry raisin.
Well, you have come to a blueberry farm, and you're going to learn about blueberries.
Well, I appreciate it. Can I try one?
Absolutely.
If I'm gonna buy one, I guess I'll just need one then. I'll get 2. One for a friend of mine,
Okay.
a letter chef, Stephanie, and then one for me. Oh yeah. Oh, those are good.
Oh. These fields are wild, which means that they basically plant themselves. They're
Really?
yes, they're a special plant we call a ribosome. And
That's easy for you to say. A
Well,
ribosome?
a ribosome has its reproductive capabilities below ground. So when they're mowed or cut or even burnt, the strength of that will go underground and more shoots will come out.
Really?
Yeah, so each year after we're done harvesting, we will mow the blueberry field just like a lawn.
Okay.
And then the following year, those shoots will start coming right back up. But they won't yield any blueberries. They will be what we call dormant. And the plant will grow and will start making buds for the following year. And then they will flower, the bees will pollinate them, and then we'll get a harvest from those fields. There's over 150 varieties of blueberries in a blueberry field. And if you look across the blueberry field, you can see different shades of blueberries. Even when you look in there, you can see some light blueberries and some darker blueberries, some bigger ones, some smaller ones.
Right.
They all come from a different strain of blueberries. They're not all the same. And that's what makes the blueberry so tasty.
Wow.
It's because it has so many different varieties in the same container.
You get these from the field. Now, these boxes you fill up, you said from the fields.
Yes.
Don't they have leaves and everything like that in them?
They do.
Well, how do you get rid of them? Pick them out?
Well, we
That's
have
what
a
I'm thinking.
special machine we call a winnower.
A winnower.
A winnower. And it's called a winnower because it uses wind to blow what we call the chaff off the blueberries. You pour the berries into the machine, and the machine lays those berries out on a belt. And then those berries fall like a waterfall. And the wind blows through the waterfall,
And there's wind pushing.
pushing in one direction and the belt going down, and so the blueberry that's heavier falls down and comes out of box.
So you got all these leaves flying around.
That's right.
And then then the blueberries just fall into the box and you gather them in the box.
Yes.
Well, you know what? I think I'm just going to take this right here. I'll get another one as well, because that one for me and one to give my letter chef Stephanie friend.
Sure.
And these are really here. I'll share this with you.
That's nice.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm a nice guy.
With my berries.
Yeah. Well, they're not. We'll talk about that.